Hello guys, this is a very sad story. It happened first week in January of this year 2026. One of the child of a writer, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, actually her toddler died, while in care at the hospital. So we are going to get into it. If you don't know Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, she's a writer. She's a writer, and she has done amazing work, novel, everything. She has done a lot. She's well recognized, and she has actually received amazing award for her work. But her son, that particular child, he's a toddler, 21 months, over a year and 9 months, was sick, and he was actually taken to the hospital. Now I have no idea if this hospital was a children's hospital, but there is a medical negligence in it, and according to the story we gathered, he seems this particular toddler was given a sedation, that something that has to do with, I think I heard that particular name of drug. It is too much. They find it in the system of Michael Jackson, something propanol, you know. Anyway, we are going to get into it. So, our condolences to the family of Amanda. I'm really sad. I'm really sad. It is really sad. Like, with all the misfortune and mispractice and malpractice that is actually going on in Nigeria, it's so sad because it's kind of like most of the Nigerian doctors that are amazing, the best and best of them, they have left. They have left Nigeria to America, Europe, to any part of it, that really acknowledge their work and pay them. So now what I was thinking is this a children hospital or it's not a children hospital? You could be asking, like, does it matter? It does. It does really matter. That is why we have children hospital, because they do specialize. They specializes in handling of children. Okay, so here I'm gonna flip the camera so that you guys could see her, and you guys could see. It happens in Lagos, in one of the Lagos uh, I believe it's a private clinic. It is really sad indeed. Again, our condolences to Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, to the rest of your children. May God continue to guard and protect you guys. And to your husband, it is really sad. I mean, for you to lose a child, and it's a twin. It's twin. All right. So let's get into it, guy. Without further ado. All right. So Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie reveals her 1-year-old son has died after a short illness. The Nigerian novelist has said that she is devastated after the death of Nkanu Nnamdi, who was one of twin boys. So he was one of twin boys. We actually had, allow you guys to know that. So now it further goes. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. One of the Nigerian actor, she's an actor, Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's 1-year-old twin sons has died after a brief illness. We are deeply saddened to confirm the passing of one of Miss Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie and Dr. Ivara Esege's, that's her husband, Dr. Ivara Esege, twins boys, Nkanu Nnamdi, who passed on Wednesday. Read a statement made by Adichie's communications team. That was Adichie's team. Our communication team actually bring out that particular reading. They went on to say, the family is devastated by this profound loss, and we request that their privacy be respected during this incredible, difficult time. continued the statement signed by Omawumi Ogbe. Omawumi Ogbe is the Omawumi Ogbe of GLG Communications. So these are the communication team of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's team. And they said, we ask for your grace and prayers as they mourn in private. It is really, really sad. It is bad. No further statement will be made, and we thank the public and the media for respecting their needs and seclusion during this period of immense grief. It is immense, my goodness. Adichie and Isege married in 2009. This is Chimamanda and her husband. Married in 2009. Adichie had her first a child, a daughter. All right, they have a daughter in 2016, and then in 2024, her twin boys were born. They've had these particular twin boys through surrogates. All right, and Adichie has become one of the most celebrated modern novelist or for her works exploring love, conflict, identity, feminism, and colonialism, among other themes. All right. Her debut novel, Purple Hibiscus, was longlisted for the Booker Prize in 2004. And her second novel, Half of a Yellow Sun, it was set during the Biafran War, won the Women's Prize for Fiction in 2007 and was named the winner of winners. It was named the winner of winners from 25 recipients in 2020. Her 2013 novel, Americana, won the National Book Critic Circle Award. Her most recent novel, Dream Counts, was published last year and it was longlisted for the Women's Prize. She's just an amazing writer that, she did so well by her work, really. She's also the author of the short story collection, The Thing Around Your Neck, as well as the non-fiction titles, We Should All Be Feminist, Dear E.J. Awili, or A Feminist Manifesto in 15 Suggestions, and Notes on Grief, which she wrote following the death of her father in 2020. Her mother died months later in 2021. Oh, may their soul rest in perfect peace. A New Year resolutions you can actually keep. These days, I only have one rule when it comes to New Year resolution. Do not, under any circumstances, write them down. Don't put them on social media or on a post-it note stuck to your bathroom or mirror or in note section. Well, this is another. They have actually changed the story of your New Year resolution. It's like, don't post your whatever that you wanted to do this year. Kind of like, chances are high that you won't even keep your resolution. But as long as you don't write them down, chances are equally high you have no memory of making them by next December. I really do not want to actually change the subject here. This has to do with, another title of our other books. But we are just here to remember the little kid, the toddler, our little man, Nnamdi. May your soul rest in perfect peace. And, there's a lot that is going on social media that has to do with the negligence. It seems when this particular story happened, this particular toddler was actually there wasn't any attention that was paid to him. You know, they said that they also claimed the hospital anesthesiologist was criminally negligent in a leaked private message. You know, that's according to what we are all hearing. The name of the hospital was Ura Care Hospital in Lagos. Nigeria was responsible for the death of a 21-month-old Umkano Onamdi. That was the twin son of Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. All right, there was a leaked WhatsApp test. Adichie blamed the hospital's alleged negligence for Nkano's untimely death on January 6. The hospital has denied wrongdoing in a statement. Okay? They denied. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie is blaming a hospital in Lagos, Nigeria, for the death of her 21-month-old son, Omkano. The Nigerian author was visiting Lagos. They were visiting Lagos for the holidays when her son suffered an infection. Her son suffered an infection. Umkanu died on January 6, which, according to the New York Times, was one day before he was supposed to be flown to the John Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore. You know, he just died, was supposed to be flown to Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore. All right, and Nkanu was one of Adichie's and her husband's, Dr. Ivara Isege's twin boys. The couple also shares a 9-year-old daughter. In a leaked WhatsApp chat with family and friends, they claimed the Uracare, E-U-R-A, Uracare, C-A-R-E, the Uracare Hospital, the Uracare Hospital, uh, let's see, the Uracare Hospital in Lagos was negligent in their care, including by allegedly giving the young boy too much propofol. That's what I was trying to remember. Propofol. They gave this kid too much propofol. The anesthesiologist gave Unamdi Nkano too much propofol. All right, and too much propofol sedation and not monitoring him afterward. You give someone a sedation, a child that is not 2 year old, it's just a little bit over 1.5, 21 months old toddler. They gave him a propofol sedation and not monitoring him afterwards, which he said led to seizures. So after they gave him, so he reacted. So the child had seizures and then led to cardiac arrest. They gave him a propofol sedation, which was too much. Now the reaction, the child went into seizure and then cardiac arrest. Omawumi Ogbe, a family spokesperson, confirmed the conversation's content to people. In the private chat, Adichie alleged that the anesthesiologist was criminally negligent, claiming he turned off her son's oxygen. He turned up the son's oxygen, my darling people, and carried him on his shoulder to the ICU, to the intensive care unit. Who does that? The grieving mother described her son's condition. Her son's condition, that was before entering the hospital, as unwell. The child was unwell as they entered the hospital, but stable. Was unwell, but stable. All right. Before hiding, suddenly, our beautiful little boy was gone forever. It's like living your worst nightmare. I will never survive the loss of my child. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Ngozi. I'm so sorry, Chimamanda. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I will never survive the loss of my child. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, please. Adichie's sister-in-law, Dr. Antia Nwandu, alleged to Nigerian broadcaster Arise TV that Nkanu suffered a brain injury due to lack of oxygen. Of course, due to lack of oxygen. Hmm? So this story to the BBC. I'm so sorry, Chimamanda. Hell, Ogbe told people in a statement that while Adichie detailed comments about her son's death was not meant for public consumption. I'm so sorry. We are talking about it. She added, while we were saddened that such a deeply personal account of grief and trauma was leaked, the details therein highlight the devastating clinical failures the family is now forced to confront. We hope that the substance of that message detailing the gross medical negligence that led to this tragedy remains the central focus, even as we look forward to the truth and accountability. The spokesperson added, a legal notice has been issued to Urequia Multi-Specialist Hospital. They are multi-specialist hospital, and the family will work with their legal representatives to engage the appropriate institution. They are multi-specialist hospital. Okay, probably their multi-specialism. They actually dealt, probably children is part of it. Ureke Hospital released a response to Adichie's leaked claims, telling the New York Times that Nkanu arrived critically ill, adding the suggestion that the tragic outcome resulted from medical negligence is erroneous. This is so sad. The hospital also told the BBC that reports currently being circulated contain inaccuracies. That's the hospital, calling Nkanu's death a profound and unimaginable loss. People has reached out to Ureke Hospital for additional comment, but I didn't immediately receive a response. This is a very, very sad, sad, sad story. On January 8th, Ogbe released a statement confirming Nkanu's death. Nkanu's death. Oh dear. Oh my goodness. The family is devastated by this profound loss, and we request that their privacy be respected during this incredible difficult time. Ogbe said at the time, we ask for your grace and prayers as they mourn in private. So this is very, very sad, my dear. So sad story indeed. Can you imagine? People went home for Christmas and your son fell ill. I mean, if this son is, if he's ill, they wouldn't have traveled, And then before you know it, something else happened. Oh dear, this is unimaginable. I'm so sorry. We ask for your grace and prayers as they mourn in private. Adichie gave birth to her first child, a daughter, in 2016. Her twin boys arrived via surrogate in 2024. And so they just continue mentioning the work that she has done and what have you. This is so sad, really. I'm so really, really sad about this story. And there was another thing that we hear about the hospital. They said this is probably the third death of a child in this particular hospital. So I just do not know how well they are actually good with handling of children. You know what I mean. They said this is not the first. Uh, Adichie's son is not the first child that, it's not the first child we actually passed away in this particular hospital, Eurocare hospital. And according to the story that we just read, they said it is a multi-specialist hospital. Multi-specialist, I mean multi-specialist in what area? How can a multi-specialist, you are giving a child, a kid, a toddler are too much no propofol, and then you're supposed to allow that nobody's monitoring, and then the propofol, the sedation was too much, gave the child, led to seizure, led to cardiac arrest. Dear, it is really, really sad. I am sorry that this actually happened. I am really, really sorry. Okay, so everybody, um this is a close look of that's Chimamanda, all right. She's amazing. She has accomplished a lot at her age. Okay, we are so sorry. Condolences to you, Amanda, and to the rest of your family. And we are going to keep you guys updated in this particular story. Okay, thank you. Bye now.